Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I figured I'd go through a couple of these with you. And, I forgot what the value was for that first one. 6. Okay. So, first things first, I wanted to walk through and make sure that we are all understanding how we set these things up. So, what I wanted to do real fast was go through the 4 homework questions and put them out to you guys later on. Or you'll see this later on. The side length here, I just forgot it, was 6. All right. So what I'm going to do here is kind of walk you through the same idea of how I've been setting these things up in the notes. I'm going to draw these 3 sides. Now, I know that it's a pentagon, so that means the number of sides is 5. In a lot of the work that I was seeing yesterday, you guys kept forgetting to count the number of sides correctly. So you need to count the number of sides. So now with this setup, remember, you're going to draw these 3 sides. We know that we have to work with the exterior angle. To get this exterior angle here, we take 360 divided by the number of sides. So go to our calculator, we take 360 divided by 5, and I get 72 degrees for this exterior angle. Now, when we're working with the apothem part, remember the apothem is the perpendicular bisector, so this part here becomes a 3. I'm not going to worry about this here. This whole angle is going to be 108 because it's the supplement to 72. So I take the 108 and I cut that in half. It gives me 54 degrees for the interior angle here. So we're going to use this 54. The apothem is our opposite. The 3 is our adjacent, so we're going to be using tangent pretty much nonstop. The tangent of 54 is going to be something over 3. So 3 tangent 54 is going to equal, I'll actually just write this as our apothem. So if I type that in the calculator, 3 tangent 54, I get 4.13. Okay. So now there's we have to do 1/2. The perimeter, well, our sides were 6, and there were 5 sides, so our perimeter is going to be 6 times 5, which is 30, times the apothem of 4.13. Sorry, see this? I just use 0.5. And times 4.13. And our first area should be 61.95 something squared. Okay? Second one. 3 sides together. The number of sides here was 11. It was an 11 gon. And each side length was 7. So we work with our exterior angle to start with. Take 360 divided by 11. And that gives us 32.72. Now, to get the supplement, we take 180, subtract 32.72, and this gives us this whole angle here. But remember, when we draw our apothem in, the apothem always bisects that angle. So what I'm going to do right off the bat is just divide that by 2. So it gives me 73/64. Our side lengths were 7, so that means each one of these has to be 3.5. Again, we're trying to figure out this part here, so we're going to use tangent. Tangent 73.64 is something for our apothem over 3.5. So 3.5 tangent 73.64 will get our apothem. So let's see here. 3.5 tangent 73.64, and it gives us our apothem at 11.92. Formula: 1/2 perimeter apothem. Well, we have 11 sides of 7, so that means our perimeter is 7 times 11, which is 77. So we do 1/2 times 77 times 11.92. 1/2 times 77 times 11.92. And we get our area of 458.92 something squared. Okay. The third one, some paper here. The third one, number 3, was an octagon. So it had 8 sides. Side lengths of 3. Work with the outside. 360 divided by 8. Get our exterior angle. 45. Now remember, we then draw in our triangle here. These are both 1.5 because they have to cut the 3 in half. We'll find the supplement of 45, so 180, subtract the 45. Remember, that's the whole angle at 135. We just cut this in half to get the interior angle at 67.5. Gee, I think we're using tangent again. Tangent, 67.5, is something over 1.5. We get 3.62. We have 8 sides of 3, so that means our perimeter is 8 times 3, 24. So 1/2 our perimeter times the apothem, 0.5 times 24 times 3.62, 43.44 something squared. Then lastly, number 4 was a hexagon. It's 6 sides. Move this up a little bit here. Should probably draw that a little bit bigger for you. Hexagon, 6 sides. Each side was 8. We know the apothem comes in, perpendicular bisector, makes each of these 4. On the outside, we take 360, divide that by 6. That gives us 60 degrees outside, which means the inside has to be 120. Cut it in half, you're at 60 again. So there's our opposite. So tangent of 60 is something over 4. So we have 4 tangent 60 will be our apothem. And we get 4 root 3. Remember, it's okay to get the root here. Not a big deal. If you had a decimal, that's okay as well. I'm just going to leave it as a root because that's what my calculator said. We have 6 sides of 8, so that means our perimeter is 6 times 8, otherwise known as 48. So our 1/2, the perimeter of 48, times our apothem of 4 root 3. Just type it all straight in. Excuse me. 1/2 times 48 times 4 root 3 gives me an area of 166.28. Now, I think if I did this with a fraction bar, it would have done it cleaner. 1/2 times 48 times 4 root 3. If I did it with a fraction bar, nope, it does the same thing. Okay, I wasn't sure. So anyway, there you go with that, and then our units. So give those guys a shot. Go back and relook at it. Draw this diagram out. Remember, as you go through it, you're working here. So I would always write my side length on this side. Draw my apothem in. Remember, it cuts the side length in half. Extend your dotted line for your exterior angle. 360 divided by your number of sides gives you here. Find the supplement, cut it in half, and that gives you the inside here. And then you just walk through, and you're always going to be using tangent for finding the apothem. So I hope these quick little 4 problems helped you check your work and make sure you're doing everything all right. I got 4 more of these for you guys on, what day is this? Wednesday. Have a good one, guys. We'll talk to you later.